Faded Glory, the Voice of Reason. Chapter 1. The Whistleblower Congressman, Arthur Art. Caldwell. Tall, wiry frame with salt and pepper hair and a weathered face that reflects decades of hard-fought battles in Congress. His piercing blue eyes show intelligence and determination, while his faint Southern accent underscores his Alabama roots. Art is principled, outspoken, and a tireless advocate for liberty and justice. He despises corruption and has built a reputation as a straight shooter who doesn't back down, even when facing overwhelming odds. However, his rigid stance against government overreach has made him a target of the powerful deep state. Art is a former lawyer who became a congressman after defending whistleblowers in court. He's served in Congress for 15 years and has consistently opposed government surveillance programs and unconstitutional actions by federal agencies. Art's congressional speech begins. Mr. Speaker, I rise today to address the grave abuse of power by federal agencies, the FBI, CIA, and NSA, that have subverted our Constitution. These agencies were created to protect the American people, yet they've become tools of oppression. They spy on us, silence dissent, and manipulate the truth to serve their own agendas. How long will we allow this unchecked power to destroy our republic? The room falls silent as Art pauses, his voice trembling with passion. I have evidence, he continues, holding up a thick stack of documents. Evidence that these agencies have colluded to target political enemies, fabricate charges, and even interfere in elections. This is not the America I swore an oath to serve. This is tyranny. Chapter 2. Allies and Enemies. Senator Evelyn Porter, a petite, sharp-featured woman with short blonde hair and a no-nonsense demeanor. She's always impeccably dressed in tailored suits. Evelyn is a seasoned politician who often works behind the scenes. She's an ally to Art, but cautious, knowing the risks of confronting the deep state head-on. Art, you're playing with fire. These people don't just ruin careers, they destroy lives. If you have proof, you need to release it now. The longer you wait, the more vulnerable you become. Art responds, Evelyn, I've spent my life fighting for what's right. If that means putting a target on my back, so be it. The American people deserve to know the truth. Director Malcolm Reeves, CIA. A tall, imposing man with jet black hair and a clean-shaven face. His dark eyes betray a cold, calculating nature. Malcolm is ruthless, seeing himself as the guardian of national security, even if it means bending the law. In a closed meeting with his counterparts from the FBI and NSA, Malcolm snarls, Caldwell is a liability. If he releases those documents, we're finished. Make no mistake, this isn't about politics. This is survival. Director Hannah Grayson, FBI. A middle-aged woman with steely gray hair tied in a tight bun. She exudes authority and intimidation. Hannah is pragmatic and loyal to the deep state's goals. She believes in preserving order, even if it means sacrificing individuals. We've already started the narrative. Leaks are going out to the press, claims of alcoholism and erratic behavior. By the time we're done, Caldwell will be a laughingstock. Director James Rowe, NSA. A mild-looking man with wire-rimmed glasses concealing his ruthless intellect. James is the strategist, orchestrating surveillance and disinformation campaigns with surgical precision. We'll ground his credibility first, then we'll ensure he can't testify or publish anything. I'll have teams monitoring him around the clock. Chapter 3. The Smear. Campaign. Art wakes to a barrage of headlines. Congressman Caldwell, a troubled man or dangerous delusion? Sources claim Caldwell is struggling with alcoholism. Mental health concerns for Alabama congressman? He confronts Evelyn. They're trying to destroy me, Evelyn. I can feel them closing in. She looks at him with concern. You need to go public now. Leak the documents before it's too late. Art shakes his head. Not yet. If I release it now, they'll bury it with their lies. I need to show the American people who they really are. Chapter 4. The Final Flight. Art schedules a town hall meeting in Anchorage, Alaska, to present his evidence. He boards a small, private plane, accompanied only by his loyal aide, Marcus Yates, a young African-American Marine veteran who believes in Art's mission. Marcus Yates, a muscular, clean-cut man in his late 20s with a sharp gaze and quiet confidence. Loyal, courageous, and deeply principled, Marcus sees Art as a mentor and a beacon of hope in a corrupt system. During the flight, Marcus notices something unusual. Congressman, the pilot isn't responding to my questions. Something's not right. Art leans forward, his brow furrowed. What are you saying, Marcus? The plane suddenly veers off course. Marcus struggles to reach the cockpit, but the door is locked. Moments later, the plane plummets into the Alaskan wilderness. Chapter 5. Aftermath. News outlets report the crash as tragic, citing pilot error. Leaked medical records prove Art was an alcoholic and mentally unstable. Evelyn watches the news in her office, tears streaming down her face. She whispers, "They got him! They really got him!" In a hidden location, Malcolm Reeves smirks as he pours himself a glass of scotch. One less problem to deal with. Chapter 6. Legacy. Months later, Marcus Yates, who survived the crash with severe injuries, smuggles out Art's documents and begins leaking them anonymously. The files spark public outrage, leading to congressional hearings and a grassroots movement to reform the intelligence agencies. Art Caldwell's name becomes a rallying cry for freedom, proving that his voice remains unbroken even in death.